Okay, finally able to do this. Wasn't able to get everything done before heading to California. So, I don't have a 7-string here. But, hey, everything can be played on a 6-string for this one. So, there we go. That worked out well. So, yeah, the plan was with those other two, with numbers 1 and 3 from last time. We basically confirmed it 2 days ago. Well, hey, let's just do it again to be on the safe side. When you're stuck 3 days in a row at the same speed, then it's time to do the video demos, okay? Um, so, and then, like, what we usually do was go up in either 20s or 30s until you're like 20 under your max, or usually I go up to like the 240. So, what you could do is just film your entire final practice session for both of those, and I'll just skim through the videos. Or you can do like the whole just go from 60 up by 20s until you're like about 20 beats per minute under your total max. So this way you're not trying to hit the max again. Uh, just getting close to it is totally fine. That's basically what we do when we review. So this guy I mentioned, uh, you're not going to get it crazy fast. Nobody is, because it's way too easy to get lost when you go faster and faster. So you got to be careful that when you're hitting your upstrokes, you are not doing it when the metronome clicks. So I like to at least quietly say all the downbeats, so I'm not getting lost in what beat is happening. Because just saying and all the time is just, it's way too easy to get lost. So here we go with 60. Make sure you do not cut off any chords. Like you said, we're not playing ska, but this is basically how it's done. Anyway, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, I also like to tap the body of the guitar on the down beats. It helps me stay in time a lot better. Of course, after you get to a certain speed, it ain't going to happen anyway. Let's go to 100 next. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, and 140. 1, 2, 3, 4. 180, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 200. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Damn it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 220. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Nah, not happening. So yeah, 200, about where I crap out. If I took the time to work it up, that could change things, but this chair is not good for your back. Good God. I don't know how the hell my dad sits in this thing all day long. Anyway, let's see. Other things. So you were going through all these chords here. So that's right. I'm going to grab something. And I'm working with just one monitor today. Just the single laptop monitor, so I can't be as efficient and quick as I normally am. So I'm trying to bring something up. Just remembered I wanted to go through this with you. Chord theory and number progression. progressions, numbered progressions. There we go. Okay. I need to get this on screen for you. Almost there, almost there. Window capture. We want, yes, that is what we want. That's good. Let's resize this, please. Thank you, thank you. All right, hopefully that's large enough. All right. So, strumming clean. Let me turn this off. We don't need that up right now. All right, so you can get fancier with the strumming if it works well for you. But basically, I have this set up for people who kind of struggle with changing your basic cowboy chords. So I think there's two options there. The one saying strum each chord 4 times, and then strum it only 3 times if you're having trouble transitioning. So this way you have a 4th beat to start getting your hand in place for the next thing. But again, if you want to get fancier with your strumming, if you feel comfortable changing the chords, then fancy it up for sure. I'm just going to strum this way here. So I'm not fiddling with this, trying to get the amp back to where it was. It's always interesting using somebody else's gear, right? Anyway, so like I said at the top there, so you're going to play the following 4 progressions in the keys of C, G, and F. So you got those chords already filled in. So those are the ones you're going to use for this. So this is to practice the whole numbered chord progression idea. That's why we just have those Roman numerals on the page, no chord names. And that's what we're going to get used to, seeing what happens when the 1 is present, what happens when it says 6, what happens when it says 3, and all that stuff. So, for example, key of C there, 1, first note in the key of C is a C, so that's C major. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, A is the 6th note. Minor is the chord that happens in the 6th position. We got 3, 1, 2, 3. So that is an E. E is the 3rd note in the key of C, and it's a minor chord because the 2, 3, and 6th chords are always minor. The 1, 4, 5 is always major. The 7th is always diminished. So it says strum each chord 4 times, but the last chord you only strum once. So just to demonstrate here, the first progression you would be going like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. The easy way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, done. So you basically play the progression twice through and then resolve by hitting the first chord 1 more time. Again, if you want to get fancier with it, have at it. That's what I wanted to do. Anyway, try to get too fancy and I screwed it up. So the idea is you stay with one progression until you got it. So like that one I just demonstrated, don't move on to any other one until you can play that correctly, just one time through, all the way. Once you do that, stay in the same key. Move on to the second progression there in the key of C. And stay there until you got that. So that's the idea. You just get all 4 of those chord progressions done just one time through correctly in the same key. And once you get finished with the key of C, then you move on to the key of G, back to the start. Stay with each progression until you get it correct before you move on to the next one. Once you get all 4 of those done in the key of G, move on to the key of F. Now, if you'd like to, you can do it with all of the keys if you got enough time to do so, and you want to push yourself in terms of like getting these Roman numerals down. That's not a bad idea. In fact, it's a good one. For most people, that tends to be overkill, so I don't push it too much. But since we have 2 weeks until we meet again, I'm sure you'll get through these pretty quick. So you are welcome to push it further and just get more used to those Roman numerals. So, any questions, please let me know. I will see you again in 2 weeks.